Welcome to another segment of ESPN1420Tube, and I am here at the Les Murakami Stadium. In fact, I'm standing right in front of the broadcast booth for our University of Hawaii baseball games. In fact, today we're going to talk story with the man who's been sitting at this seat for almost 40 years. Yes, Mr. Don Robs. That's happening today here at the ESPN 1420
Well, we figure we've done about 2,300 games over that time, and I've been around since 1977. We've been to the College World Series. We played in 13 different NCAA regionals. I've seen 5 no-hitters. I've seen a perfect game. I've seen everybody from Derek Tatsuno to Colton Wong. Well, I like to think I'm from here. I've lived in Hawaii 54 years. I came here when I got out of the Army in 1962, and I worked at the legendary Kapoia Radio with Uncle Tom Moffett, and it's long before you were around, but that's how I got to Hawaii. I went to school in Minnesota where I grew up. I played baseball in high school and college. Went to St. Cloud State back there, and I did my first baseball broadcast while I was in college a long time ago. And I did 2 years of Hawaii Islander baseball before I started doing the Rainbow Warriors. But I've never made my living doing baseball. I've had other jobs. At one time, I was general manager of ESPN 1420, and I ran public television for 10 years, and I ran an all-news radio station for 12. So I've had a good career. I've had a lot of fun. I got a job at Kapoia through an old Army buddy. And I went to work there, and then I stayed 2 years, and I really wanted to go back to Japan where I was in the Army. So I went back and I worked for a Japanese public relations company. Worked on the 1964 Tokyo Olympics for Seiko, the official timer of those Olympic Games. And I still go back to Japan every year. I go on a baseball tour every year with a bunch of friends, and we watch Japanese Major League Baseball. We ride the bullet train, and we eat bentos at the ballpark. It's great fun. Well, it was primitive compared to what it is now. At the beginning, almost no colleges were broadcasting baseball. So when we went on the road, I've done games from picnic tables. I've done it from the living room of a mobile home. I've done games in snow and rain and sleet and all kinds of weather conditions. So it was really primitive then. Baseball stadiums for college looked like Alawai Field. So it was, it's not like it is now. This is a beautiful stadium here. It's still one of the best in the country. But many colleges now have first-class stadiums and broadcasts and that sort of thing. So it's changed a lot. I was inspired by a couple of people, a broadcaster named Mel Allen, who was the voice of the New York Yankees. And when I was growing up in Minnesota, we used to get the World Series every year, and I would watch him, and I thought the guy he's in the Hall of Fame. He was a classic broadcaster. There was a local broadcaster in Minneapolis where I lived named Halsey Hall, and he had a lot of influence on me. And then when I came to Hawaii later, when I was doing Islander baseball, I worked with a legend here, Les Kiter. So a number of people have influenced me to do this and probably influenced my style too. Well, I think what I did for many, I was in broadcast management for many years. I had a television show on Channel 4 for 6 years back in the 70s. That was great fun. We got all the major stars from Hollywood and the major entertainers in Hawaii. That was good fun, but it wasn't a career thing. My career is in broadcast management. I love the challenge. After all these years, I still really enjoy broadcasting, but it's time for me to pull back and let somebody else do it, and let me sit in the stands and have a cold beverage and a hot dog.
That's going to do it for another segment of ESPN 1420 Make sure you go ahead and like our page and subscribe for your chance to win some great prizes and see all the greatest things sports here in Hawaii. That's the ESPN 1420 See you next time.